already had a proposal from Becker on, they have their own online voting. So just to have two proposals.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want, I mean, it's not much, but I don't know if the other
No, we
is
should
less than
always
this.
have other bids,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we need to get, they're all basically.
Becker just bought a company, so it's not like it's written by a bunch of lawyers. They
No,
they
And
bought
we
a
asked
software.
them
They have a
who's our
relationship
competitor,
with
and
a
they
separate-
said-
Right, that's what I mean, that's what I mean.
They're two-
It's a separate software company, they just partnered
Right.
with them.
Right, and by the way, just, it was very interesting, we had a meeting of the President's Council Executive Committee, and these people came and made a presentation, and Rosa Alejandra was there, and so she knows the software, she was unbelievably impressed with this, and she said, this is so much better than this.
She's
All right.
the competitor.
Well,
She's the competitor, but anyway, we need to hear from both.
Yeah.
But this, Matt, I think, once you see this.
Yep. That's
it'll
good.
This was
be
pretty
hands
impressive.
down because of.
Good.
Because
No, we just, to Renee's point, we just wanna
It's
make sure
mobile.
we're going through our process and looking
Exactly.
multiple options.
Right. we need
And
to do
they
that.
showed that the results in the pollings actually confirmed by the numbers in different,
Yeah.
You can't be hacked by the
Portofino,
Russians, is that what you're trying to say?
90%.
Man, you're gonna love it,
No.
you're gonna love it.
They have
I'm
an
watching this,
80%,
Yeah.
90% of responses
Okay,
on
let me-
voting.
Right, that's
Do you
great.
believe those numbers?
Everybody, I want to.
80 or 90% voting?
Yes.
I want to
Because
make,
it's an app, they don't need to go into.
Tony wants to make a comment.
And you're gonna know something else.
I'll believe it when I see it. How's that?
Guess who they found were using this app?
The Russians.
Not the Russian, the elderly.
We give wine, we give cheese.
And they don't
To
come.
have people look at
George-
the issue.
George Clooney uses
And we
it every day.
mostly might and we might get 30 people there, okay? Right now?
let me just make one comment, I hope everybody's in agreement. We have here the side entrance and the front entrance for 2021.
That's just, we just put that down.
But I think that, and that's fine, I don't have a problem with that, but what I think we need to do is if we make a decision, even if it is 2021, we should move to get approval by at least at the planning stage from the
No,
village
that's fine.
while they're open to it.
The village has told us that it's there for the taking, we should just secure it on paper.
And Matt and I are on the
Absolutely.
40 committee, which is going to look at a lot of ideas.
I think we
And-
approved
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna need a univote.
Can I
Do we need a
suggest-
Yeah,
univote
we
for
already
the-
have.
No, we approved to get it on.
Yeah,
Do we need a
Yeah,
univote?
yes,
Yes, secure.
Tony,
We're
we
gonna
should-
need a univote.
I think Luis is right, we should look through the minutes, but we might have already approved
No, we did.
having the
Right.
manager secure permission. What
Yeah.
we don't wanna do without a owner vote is
We can't
actually, make an entrance, but if we could get a piece of paper that says you have a right to put an entrance.
Go
Or
Saturday.
exit, or whatever.
Because we're gonna have to sell it.
This
We have to
Saturday
sell
you
it.
have to go. This Saturday the village is holding at the Ritz-Carlton their whole charrette for all these requests or whatever from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. All day charrette
Wait,
and
what?
Because
open
it's
to the
gonna-
public.
We
Yes.
just can't go and tell the people.
That's the
If you
time
go
we should go.
Send a vote out right now, people would go no,
On what?
No,
on a side entrance.
No, just get the permit and that's it.
We
Yeah.
gotta
No,
sell
no,
it, we gotta sell it and do it right.
Let me make a suggestion.
Throw it
If
at
we
them.
agree at the board level that this is something that we want to do, I think it's very inexpensive to have,
Next
you
time
know,
you are
a
not gonna
mock-up
sit next
drawing
to
done,
me.
very inexpensive, the concept, and then write the concept of how it operates. I think everyone would agree that if it's there for emergency and peak times only, and then at night it's closed and.
Well, here,
sealed.
just so you know, here's where we got kind of tangled up. So, if it's just a gate, right, that is manually,
Rolling gate,
yeah, let's say, but manually opened and closed, and, right, and if it's not a man gate, then that's one thing. If you're gonna put a guard there, we investigated it, and it's too far from the nearest bathroom per OSHA to have someone stationed there as a job. So we'd have to build a little guardhouse with a toilet, because it's too far to the convenience center, or the lap pool bathrooms are too far away. So that's where we kind of got into like the ramifications of it.
Could you, for example, the idea was to have a guard in a golf cart,
I don't
just
know.
during rush hour.
What the village starts asking questions about
Yeah.
is about vehicle stacking. And are you going to be, are you gonna create like a lane for people to go into? Is it gonna be, what are the hours? Is it gonna be service vehicles only? Is it gonna be exit or enter only? If it's exit only, then there's no stacking onto public roads.
Exit only
Let me
could
respond to
work.
that, Mr.
Exit only can work.
Matt is raising very, very valid points, and I'm thinking back that when we met with a traffic consultant, he recommended that actually he has to do a study of that thing and take it to the village. It's a whole process. So at the point that we decide, I think we probably want to invest a little bit of money, it's not a lot, to have the traffic specialist do the analysis and come up with a plan of how it would operate, when it would operate, to then present to the village.
What we look at, just so you know, what we look at, the simplest thing would be if it was an automated exit-only gate, and you know that, I don't know what you call it, but those metal plates that they use at car rental places where you can't drive the wrong way because there's teeth that way, you would basically set it up that way so that anybody can leave, but if you enter, your car's torn up. And that way, now what could happen, because we're not Fort Knox, is somebody's exiting. If I'm sitting there waiting, I can enter on foot while the gate's opening for a car. But that would be the most low maintenance way, because it'd be exit only, which means that
There's
those
cameras there too.
cameras there, that those doesn't have to worry about cars stacking up to make a left turn into our property because everybody's only exiting. So that was what we came up with, was the simplest use case.
I'm listening and I agree with all of this, and that's what I'm saying, people need to understand this. There's so many different ways. If somebody just said that it's only gonna be a loading gate for an exit, that makes a big difference than all these rumors going on right now that, it's gonna be traffic coming in and out and they're gonna be going. So is there any way that, because we have to really sell this and communicate this, is there a way the board can just approve for us to get a piece of paper from the village that they'll give us 2 years?
But that was
You know,
already approved.
something like that.
That was already
Or
approved.
2 to 3 years or whatever, is that, and that takes the pressure off of us.
The village wants it to happen because the village takes a lot of heat from the community about how big a traffic problem Key Colony creates for the whole village.
But answer my, can you
I'll
follow?
Yeah, we'll socialize it with the
Because
village.
that would take the pressure, because it can be so easy, and people, communication is 51% of success, and if we go out and tell people, we have a drawing what it's gonna look like, people will pass it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Agreed.
but I think what we wanna do is secure, like you said earlier, it's hanging, it's given to us right now.
It's an
Get
asset
it
we
in-
should secure.
We should get it in writing, and this way, whenever we're ready, it won't be later than next year. We'll take the time and, we'll get it out. That's
And we
my
could even
recommendation.
potentially do it in phases. We could decide to start with something simple,
Yeah.
just an emergency gate, and then decide to grow into something
Exactly, that's what I'm
else
saying.
with time.
Let's just get it in paper, in writing.
Knowing how the village works, I've talked to members of the council